uh, demand for their imports, because people from UK we have low incomes because there are less people at work. So we're talking about how much they are to import is likely to be reduced. So that's how you reduce trade in other countries. Because right now other countries to suffer, of which they are relying on UK for their import revenue. So that's going to be a huge cost to them. So that are the costs which affect the whole economy. So I want to talk about the costs which affect individuals, talking about the loss of income. Loss of income is a very important argument, talking about how your income stream is going to be demolished once you are unemployed. So this will reduce the basket of goods and services that you're buying monthly, talking about how you're losing the income. So it means your consumption spending is going to be affected because you no longer have that income stream. So we're talking about loss of income. Then we have loss of status, talking about maybe you were a CEO of a big company, suddenly right now you are now unemployed, maybe your company is going bankrupt. So such people want to be unemployed because they are going through maybe the pensions, they are no longer able to work, not because their company is going bankrupt. So such people will even commit suicide. They will actually feel depressed because they were highly recognized people. They were highly respected. You were CEO of a big company, so you lose your status because right now you no longer have those people you were commanding to take orders from you. You're no longer commanding anyone because you're now unemployed. So that's going to be a huge cost there. So that is the last cost, which is loss of status. So I want to also cross over to some of the benefits that we can actually come to talk about from unemployment, some of the benefits of a low rate of unemployment that we can talk about. So the first benefit is that firms benefit from greater choice. So what is going to happen is that we're talking about how firms benefit from a greater choice. This is a good benefit whereby we're talking about workers are actually going to have a greater pool of workers. Imagine like a pool, how much water is in the swimming pool. So that's all going to come about when there is high levels of unemployment. Talking about how they are going to actually pick a best worker from that pool that you're imagining. How are they going to actually pick the most productive worker for their firm? That worker that have the skills that they need, so that they can be able to increase their profit margin in the future, because they're actually going to take a worker that will fit the position that they want, who actually have the skills that they want. So some of the benefits that will come when there's unemployment, when you talk about firms benefit from greater choice, from a greater pool of workers. There's going to be a huge number of workers, so they'll actually take their time to actually pick the most productive worker for their firm. So that is a good benefit there. Talking about workers like it to some extent, talking about how workers will like unemployment to some extent, talking about the issue that we want workers to be searching for work. Even the government will be encouraging that. We want people to be searching for work they are talented doing. We don't want to be pressurized to pick any vacancy that has come out there, to pick any job that has come out there. Take your time to actually pick the best job you are talented at doing. So talking about some frictional unemployment is actually very healthy for an economy, because it allows someone, an individual, to actually take the time that you need to actually pick the best job that he is talented doing. So those are some of the benefits that can come from a low rate of unemployment. So I want to look at key evaluation points. Here we are looking at how to conclude your essay, talking about evaluation side here. So unemployment is not always bad. Talking about the duration and the type of unemployment. We're talking about give an example of cyclical unemployment. How disastrous cyclical unemployment, if a recession you are focusing, a recession is coming your way, it can be short term, but it's very horrible for economy. Talking about structural unemployment, this one is very terrible. When you don't have the skills that are needed, you're going to be unemployed for a long period of time. But frictional unemployment is quite healthy for an economy, because you are allowing people to actually take their time they need to take the job that they are talented doing, to take the time that they need to actually look for the job they are talented doing. So some frictional unemployment is very healthy for an economy. I can argue against that case. Talking about duration, if the unemployment is actually going to be very big, the costs are going to be way off ahead of the benefits. That's going to be a huge cost there. Talking about severity, how big is the unemployment rate that we're talking about? Countries will target the natural rate of unemployment talking about how big is unemployment you are talking about. So unemployment 0% is can never be possible. So we are talking about some developed nation targeting the natural rate of unemployment. So in UK it's between 4 to 6%, if I'm currently remembering the analysis. So that type of unemployment is actually beneficial to the economy because you see some of the benefits overcoming some of the costs, because the benefits outweigh the cost. But the unemployment above the natural rate of unemployment is actually going to be very disastrous for the economy. You don't want to mess with that type of unemployment. So that is the very argument whereby you question that unemployment 0% can never be possible. You can never achieve 0% unemployment. That can never be possible because we're also going to have some structural unemployment, some seasonal unemployment, some cyclical unemployment. So this is also going to happen that we cannot be able to have 0% unemployment. That is can never be possible. So the last evaluation point that I'm going to look at, we are talking about the level of unemployment benefits, talking about some of the countries which have the strong welfare state to support the unemployed. How are they going to do that? Talking about the type of country, usually developed nations are able to support the unemployed. So we're actually going to see the benefits outweighing some of the costs. So we cannot have such things like a services argument, such as the loss of incomes. They're going to have unemployment benefits. So that should actually overcome the costs that we're talking about. Then, if we are looking at developing countries, they are likely going to suffer from. They don't have the strong welfare state because they don't have the actual finance to actually finance those benefits that are desperately needed by the poor communities. That's going to be a huge issue. So that's how we talk about the level of unemployment and questioning the type of the country that is suffering from that type of unemployment. So that is the huge debate is about unemployment. It's a very important exam question that usually comes when unemployment. Usually a person who come on unemployment. So if you use these points, you are going to actually score good marks in your essay. So thank you so much for watching this video. So we're going to look at the next video when we are talking about the policies to reduce unemployment. This is going to be a very important argument. So thank you so much for watching, guys. I'm really excited. Economics, we are moving with economics. This is the kind of atmosphere that we need, that you're actually bringing some of the major points that are going to usually shift your essay. That's going to transform you from just being an average student to actually going to a good looking student whereby you're writing above essay. You're currently an A plus. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Thank you.